every year, every year Pornhub puts out their urine review. I didn't even know about this. I have a friend, Vin. Vinny's like, he said the most telling statistics you can get about this country are by looking at Pornhub's aggregated data for their urine review. So here's some 2024 statistics. This is true. This is actually, here's a map. I guess the grayed out states you can't get Pornhub or no one goes on. So if we zoom in here by state, let's just browse the country. These were the top search terms for each of these states. Steve, zoom in for me, Baba. I'm going to need there.
What do we have?
We'll just work our way. Let's start up in the Northeast. Maine was Harry Bush. Is this entire segment going to just get us wiped off of YouTube, perhaps? Harry Bush in Maine. Is there an abundance of that, maybe? Or a lack of it?
I think it's just the combination of the Harry Bush / beaver population.
Right, that's true. The beavers. New Hampshire, enema. Vermont, tattoo. Massachusetts, face sitting. Rhode Island, wedding. Classy crew coming out of Rhode Island. Connecticut, queef. New York. What would you think for New York? Turkish, the number one search term for the state. District of Columbia, riding. New Jersey, Iranian. Baba. Delaware, mature. A lot of retirees.
When I always, if you're gonna search on Pornhub and you start with mature, the chances of you being looped in some kind of a child pornography deal is very, very limited.
That's true. You've probably eliminated the odds altogether.
Throwing it out there.
Now, the Southeast is interesting. I'm specifically going to talk about Tennessee, South Carolina, and Louisiana. All kind of similar in the, and even West Virginia. So when we go below, Mason-Dixon line here, we're going to drop below Maryland and Delaware. West Virginia was fat woman. Tennessee, chubby MILF. South Carolina, wife BBW. And then Louisiana, ebony BBW. Georgia was ebony homemade. And Florida,
Free state of Florida came up with
Cubana. Wonder why in Florida. Is anything shocking you here? Let's move west a little bit.
I mean, I think
How about your state? Where's the mitten?
Amateur wife.
That's a very normal search, I think.
With so many automobile jobs being lost, I mean, amateur wife, that's way to, like, somebody's got to buy the eggs,
Wisconsin was P. Missouri, grandma. The number one searched term in 2024.
Staying the fuck out of that state.
Now, the difference between North Dakota and South Dakota, also a little fascinating, Kevin. I would throw the Dakotas all together. Isn't Eric up there somewhere?
No, Eric's homegrown.
He's in Wyoming, so he's searching for homegrown. All right. So North
Dakota.
While
he goes, if he goes too fucking far south in his truck, next thing you know, he's getting a foot job.
In Colorado, the number one search term was foot job.
Yeah.
But North Dakota, lesbian strap-on. South Dakota, hot babes.
Yeah,
they were very specific in North Dakota.
But, I mean, look at Washington and Oregon, which you kind of would think would have you got one that's got milking and the other's the furries.
Furry, yeah. Washington being milking and
of course,
Oregon being furry.
I mean, California, I couldn't have, of course, it's friends' moms,
Friend's mom, exactly. Now, Nevada, I was extremely disappointed in. Vegas was their number one search term on Pornhub. They wanted Vegas action, I guess, or Well, why didn't they type that Vegas? They
Maybe they
just
wanted
searched
to,
Vegas.
maybe they wanted to watch Robert Urich fuck.
That's true. Great show. Now scroll down. I think Alaska was a funny one too, from what I remember there. Yeah, Alaska was anal dildo. If anyone's interested,
I'm not.
and you're gonna obey, bitch. So now, all right. So that's the geographic breakdown of what was searched. Let's go to age ranges and generational search terms. Number one search terms by generation. Maestro, please. So I'm generation. I think I'm Generation X. I guess my
I think
age.
I'm the last of the boomers.
So Okay, so boomers. Go down to Kevin first. We'll work our way back. Kevin, your generation's most popular search term was strap-on at 36%.
Yeah, because half of my half of my crew can't get it up anymore. So
So they're just taking it.
yeah, again, they don't know Blue Chew. So
Coming in a close second and third was gangbang and double penetration. I'd like to point out.
of course,
Now, one generation below you, which is under 50, so 35 to 54, that's me, I guess, is Gen X. See, we're too much the techies. The number one was compilation. We wanted compilation edit videos.
Yeah, compilation, deep throat compilation, cream pie. Yeah, it's just.
And I guess role play and feet were the second and third for my age.
We at one point we did a show on feet.
We did cover feet pretty extensively.
Yeah, so that I think now that I see that that's your generation's number 3, I think you might have stirred us there.
I think so, and based on the numbers we saw on our listenership, we have a pretty strong 35 to 54. I think it's our number one. Now let's go a little lower below me. Now this is the Gen Y, which is 25 to 34. FMM, so female, male, male action, and then tattooed women and parody. This is where it starts. When you decline in age, this is where it starts to get really disconnected from mine and Kevin's generation.
Just the fact that almost at the end of it, it's brunette.
At 24, yeah. 24%.
Brunette.
Romantic is in the middle there. Popular with women.
Which I think it also speaks volumes of the fact that probably Gen Y probably has a lot more females.
Searching, right? Yeah, I think it's become a little more accepted. And then you go to the youngest category we have here, which is Gen Z, 18 to 24. Now, this is where it's off the goddamn rails, straight all the way down. I'm going to read all 10, or however the hell many. Vertical video, 392% search term. Vertical video. What does this mean? Is it literally the orientation of the camera? Steve, you're young. Is that they were so specific that they wanted anything they were watching to be the phone vertically and not held horizontally. This way. Vertical, horizontal. This is unbelievable to me.
So the Gen Z is actually looking more, not so much for content, but production value.
Absolutely. They're very high in production value. To watch their number 2 hentai videos. Gaming, number 3. Cosplay for virtual reality. This isn't even a porn site anymore, you realize. This could be number 1 search terms on Google. Virtual reality, then cartoon, then music. They wanted specificity on the music for their scenes.
I think you can't get off unless you got the Smiths playing. I don't know.
Oh, but this is unbelievable to me.
Maybe just
hentai.
Maybe just some house music. It's just.
Thank God I'm not 18 to 24. I would have no game in a club. I wouldn't be dressed like a furry.
They don't go to clubs.
Wherever the coffee shops.
Remember our whole London thing with those
Yes, that's right. The
Nobody
clubs are
goes to
closing.
clubs anymore. Yeah, it's
Right.
so.
And then the last one is SFW, which is, of course, safe for work. They wanted porn that was safe to have running at work on their computer while they sat.
As long as it was vertical.
Right, exactly. This is incredible. And Wes, I'm with you that they want vertical video porn and they cannot appreciate the proper 185 aspect ratio, proper letterboxing. How is everything needs to be shot these days? Good God.